Here we are with another episode of Eating Eggs with Stephen Hyde at the Waterloo World Cup. How was the race for you out there today, Stephen?
It was good, but first I want to say there's no performance advantage eating rice and eggs. It's just delicious. Yeah, it was good. It was really hot, and so I've been sick all week, so I skipped Friday's race. So it's questionable whether I was going to have some good legs or good lungs or not. So I raced pretty conservatively, tried to stay out of the crashes. It's a really, really slick course, very technically challenging course. So I think I rode consistently in the way that I wanted to ride, and I was happy with that. I got taken off a couple of groups by some unfortunate crashes from some other riders, but I was able to make it back up, and maybe I finished 17th or 18th, something like that. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. I think it's it's a little better than last week's performance, but still not quite where I want to be.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody obviously races in the same conditions. Everybody has to race in the heat. I mean, is it something in cyclocross that affects some riders more than others? I mean, we were talking with some of the the Belgian riders, and they were putting water bottles on their bike for the race today. The Spig brothers raced with camelbacks. Did you do anything in particular to prepare? Or?
I mean, as much as we could, right? Like I put bottles on the bikes, and Stu dumping water on us on the side of the course. There were a lot of fans dumping water on us, and it was actually really nice. It was really, really nice. We had a cooler full of wet towels that were icy, and we had ice socks. It was really hard, really, really hard. And it's kind of a game with the hydration. Like you can overhydrate and wash a lot of electrolytes out. So you're like trying to find that balance of like, am I drinking enough? Am I drinking too much? So yeah, it does affect me. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it affects me more or less than anyone else, but it's all a game, a strategic game to play here. Yeah, I mean, obviously the fitter you are, the less it affects you. Yeah. So, some of those guys are very fit.
Yeah, it looked like a triage zone in the finish line area. I mean, everybody with dirt caked on their lips, and have you ever seen anything like that after a race?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even like last year here, it was hot still, but Iowa last year was like that a lot. Yeah, it's definitely been some really hot races, but this might take the cake.
Yeah. And what do you think of like the U.S. World Cups? I mean, it seems, obviously the fans love it, the sponsors love it. It seems like, the Europeans also talk about kind of the expense and the, that's involved and the extra effort involved in coming over here. Yeah, I mean, is it something that's, raising the game in the U.S.? I mean, kind of forcing the Europeans to come over here and compete, or?
I mean, it's nice. It's nice to share that load a little bit. Yeah. It's nice for them to see what it's like. It's nice to kind of, I don't even know. We used to think maybe it would like lower the playing field a little bit, but I'm not even sure of that. We do see Americans racing a little bit higher. I mean, they're courses that we're pretty familiar with. There's a little bit of added motivation having the hometown advantage, but yeah, I mean, they don't really get that much of a sponsor payback, except for maybe like the Fidea guys, because Trek's right? Yeah. Everyone else, it's so Belgian focused that there's not really that much of an advantage. Or, sponsorship wise, it's not really that great for them. Like I'm really pumped that they're doing it regardless of that. I think a lot of them like the racing. Maybe they don't like the heat, but I think they like the trip. It's a nice break for them. It's really cool for us too. Like it gets a little old trying to explain what it's like to race those guys on their home soil. And oh yeah, you win races here, or you're on the podium here, and then you go over there. Why are you 20th? So it's nice to bring that over here and say like, and this is why. It's not, we're not worse over there. We're the same. It's just I don't know, there's really good guys there. The depth of the field is amazing. And it pushes us. It pushes us really, really hard. And I think it adds a depth to our think, camaraderie in our field. I think with like the U.S. riders, we all of a sudden, like, we're not just competing against each other all the time. That allows us to kind of form a little bit more of a bond to say, like, you know, oh, we can also work together. We also can, like, collectively try to be better, because it's beyond just our own races.
Yeah.
So, I think it's really cool. I hope it continues. I can't wait to go over to Europe again.
Yeah. Are you headed over there soon, or?
After Pan Am's, yeah. Yeah, after the US Cup and after Pan Am's.
Cool.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. Cooler weather.